Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your bonus read. So I'm going to use the Good Tarot for this one. All ready for Christmas. I'm trying to move house as well, so I'm packing up as well. So I'm a very busy little Vegemite at the moment. I'm trying to get everything done. It's nice not to have to work now. I have not quite 2 weeks off, so that's always awesome. Few days up my sleeve. Hopefully I can do some additional readings, and I will try over the break to try and get you some different messages coming through. Okay. All right, very nice. We have the Fool card coming out here. So the Fool card's beautiful because it talks about having a brand new start. But the Fool card is about taking a leap of faith. It's not about, preempting, recognizing. It's not about putting things in place, being careful about how you do it. It's about just letting go and going for it. So something looks like it's about to come into your life that will require you to just jump at the opportunity. Always nice. Okay, behind that we have the Judgment card, which of course came up in the What's Cracking reading. This is about taking a leap of faith with something that perhaps you had an opportunity to work with before but chose not to. For some of you, this could be a job coming back round. It could be a relationship coming back round. We're going to be dealing with reversals this morning. I didn't check the deck, so let's just go with it. We do have the Page of Wands in reverse. So the Page of Wands is a card that talks about someone coming forward with a message of passion. Now, because it's in reverse, it could mean that this is on hold at the moment. It could be that you're waiting for something to come in, but something isn't moving. The energy is not moving for you at this time. It could be a King of Cups that you're dealing with. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. Someone is healing, not moving forward here. Yeah, Eight of Fire, another What's Cracking card. Somebody wants to send you a message here, a message of love, but they're holding back at the moment. They could be holding back because maybe they've had something going with you before, but the time is not right at the moment for them to take action. They're going through some sort of healing process here. So some sort of awakening is happening for them. So if you were expecting to hear from someone here, it's going to require a little bit more patience on your behalf. All right, so we have the Sun coming out first. So this is absolutely beautiful. So for you, this is about absolute joy and happiness here. Maybe just it can be about knowing that something is about to happen, having that feeling in your gut, your intuition sort of kicking in here and letting you know that things are going to really turn around very, very shortly. I have the Five of Pentacles coming out. So there could have been a period of time where you've been left in the dark, left out in the cold, not really sure what's going on, not really having any insight. So you could be sort of sitting on the sidelines here. But there is a promise of happiness. Okay, Seven of Wands coming in here. So the Seven of Wands has come up a lot in the readings the last few days. It's about not giving up. It's about being defensive, understanding and standing your ground, understanding something is happening here and refusing to back down. So despite the fact that you should have given up on something, there is still some part of you deep inside that fights for it. Because you know there's some happiness here to come from this. Okay, and then we have the World card. Rightio. So there's a cycle closing out here. It's a very interesting reading, this one. Very interesting. Let's keep going with it. All right, I have the Eight of Cups coming in here. So this is about walking away from situations that don't serve you emotionally. So not being satisfied with where you are and moving forward. I feel like some of you may have fought really hard for something, but you've closed out this cycle now. You may be giving up and walking away. So it feels like maybe you fought for something for a really long time. Maybe there was something inside of this that made you want to fight for it. But I feel like now you're moving on to something better. The Star card's coming out here. So we do have some major arcanas here. So there's 4 major arcanas in 6 card reading. This is about you moving forward on your path. You've done the healing now. So maybe there was a time you were holding on to something, but now you're healing. Now you're moving forward, which is really good. This is where you want to be, moving into a better time. 2 of Pentacles here. You've made a decision not to wait anymore, not to fight anymore, just to let something go and let it be. Oh, I often think when 2 come out like that, it's a bit weird. Okay, so you're coming up as the Magician here. You could be dealing with someone who's a magician. You have the High Priestess too, so a lot of major arcanas. We have the World finishing up here, and then we have the Judgment card, and then we have the first and the second card in the cycle. So you're moving right through a cycle here to come round to a brand new cycle and bringing in this beautiful sunshine here. And we do have the 8 of Cups coming out here. 8 of Swords, sorry, coming out here. So the 8 of Swords and 8 of Cups. So we have 2 8s here. Okay, let me just give this a good going over because I feel like I need to put more cards on this reading today. So we have you taking a brand new start, and we have you doing something that perhaps is a second time round here, and I can see that with the World. There's something going full circle here, but it's giving you an opportunity to do something again, but to do it differently again this time so that you can close out some sort of cycle. I have you waiting on a message from someone or waiting to hear from someone, but that isn't happening at the moment because they appear, it could be a water sign, they appear to be going through some sort of changes themselves. So you're dealing with someone who's going through a lot of growth. So someone's been really hammered with an awakening here. You've got someone who's taken a back seat, gone quiet on you, probably not talking at this time. I feel like you've been through perhaps a period of darkness, or a period of a dark night of the soul yourself, and I think you've done the healing. You've come full circle and you're ready to move forward. I feel that you fought for something for a while, but now it's time to give up on it and move on. I don't think in giving up that you've forgotten what you wanted, or because you fought so hard for this, but I do think that you've come to the conclusion that you can't wait and you can't just keep fighting forever. So you're sort of letting the reins up a little bit here. It's sort of letting go of an illusion of what you want to see, knowing that it's not going to go perhaps the way you thought it was. There is definitely this moving away and this anxiety about moving away from this, but you sort of know it's the right thing to do here. I do see you being a lot more aware of what's going on. There seems to be a feeling that you are much more in touch with your intuition here. The universe is saying you have everything you need to move forward. You don't have to wait around anymore, that things will come to fruition when the time is right. You are on the right path. You have the star here, and that's really important. So the decision's been made here to use your head over your heart and move forward. There is anxiety still here, but there's also this deeper knowing, this deeper intention here of realizing that you can't stay where you were. You can't keep fighting for something that just is not happening. I have the 3 of Pentacles here, so this is about self-investment. So you've started to realize that you need to invest in yourself, and there's the Tower and the 4 of Cups. 4 of Swords. Okay, 4 of Swords. Okay, so on top of this anxiety, we have you here experiencing some sort of tower moment. So what I feel that's happening here is you're starting to break down some illusions around something that's happened here, because you're going sort of into a place of healing, but a different type of healing to what you've done before. So somehow or another, this relationship or this situation that you've been through is sort of taking on a different dimension here. And it's helping you work through more of the why you've been fighting for something that you really didn't know the outcome of, and why you put in a lot of energy into trying to fight for something when you're not really sure how it's going to turn out. This is a Tower for you. This is about you breaking down ideas of how things should go, how not being able to control something. So it's sort of like you've gone from this trying to work out a situation, fighting for it, you know, putting all your emotion in, to sort of coming to some sort of logical reasons for why this isn't working for you, and it's just exhausting you. So it's being able to let it go and being able to understand that when the time's right, things will happen the way they should. But this is about taking time out now to invest in yourself here. Investing in who you are rather than investing in the other person. So it's like truly recognizing your own happiness over having happiness with someone else. Deep reading. Very deep. So now you're experiencing a different kind of Tower moment. So maybe you've been investing a lot in waiting for someone, and now you've realized that, yeah, there you go. Time to go. Oh, I love you, Spirit. Okay, card 45. This is exactly what it is about. It's time to walk away from having expectations and control. So this is about endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. So you've experienced the lesson already here. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. And I think that journey will continue, but it is not right at the moment. So this is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. So you've been holding yourself up by investing in the other person, other situation, whatever it was for you. When you could have walked away and left it, it would have still taken the same amount of time, but you could have been investing in yourself rather than investing in something that you didn't have a guarantee of or you didn't know was going to be there. Very beautiful. Have a wonderful day.